Now before we get into this week's recap, let's take a look at last week's recap on The Crafting Dead Season 2. The farm is lost, and the group is now bigger as Cam and Sam have joined following the death of their brothers, Bruce and Henry. Reese, knowing Luke is in the area, is on high alert, wanting to keep the entire group alive at all costs. Season 3, Episode 1, The Long Road Ahead. The season begins over a year after the events at the farm as the group fight their way through a herd in the woods. Later that night, the group is sleeping as Reese and Vance sit watch. The two have a heartfelt conversation about wanting a home where they can all feel safe. The next morning, the group is met by a herd as they try to outrun it. They then come across a steel-protected house as they beg to be let in. The episode ends as the group gives up when suddenly the doors open, allowing the group to come inside. Season 3, Episode 2, Old Friends. The episode begins as the group seeks refuge inside the house when suddenly it is revealed that the two people that opened the doors are Reese's brothers, who were long thought to be dead, George and Martin. They catch up as Reese is very hostile due to the last year on the road. The group then discovers the house has working electricity. The episode ends as the group settles in to their new home. Season 3, Episode 3, Arrows. The episode begins as two men named Harold and Danny are talking about an experiment when it is revealed that their subject is a walker. The group sits down for dinner as Reese's hostility gets him into an argument with Harold as he storms upstairs to accidentally discover Harold's experiment. Reese comes back downstairs as he doesn't know what to think of his discoveries. George reveals that their friend Dominic has been out for a couple of days and he wants to go look for him. Reese, Vance, and Sam offer to help. The episode ends as the group discovers a man in the woods, only for Reese to get shot with an arrow, passing out. Season 3, Episode 4, Hallucinations. The episode begins as Danny attempts to perform surgery on Reese as he slowly dies. While incapacitated, Reese has a dream about being back at his childhood home, but he's alone. Suddenly, he wakes up to have an out-of-body experience, hallucinating everyone that he has known that has died since the apocalypse. In this hallucination, Reese makes amends with those of the past, relinquishing a hold they had on him. Meanwhile, Vance and Cody beat on Dominic, for Dominic was the one that shot Reese. Reese then walks back over to his body as the hallucination ends, bringing Reese back from the brink of death. The episode ends as it is revealed that Luke is in the woods searching for Reese. Season 3, Episode 5, Overrun. The episode begins as the group sits down for dinner. However, their meal is cut short when an explosion occurs at the door. As Reese wakes up from the explosion, his hearing and sight are obscured. Despite that, he is able to grab his gun and fight his way through the herd that has begun to overrun the house. Suddenly, Luke comes in, shooting both Vance and Reese as he kidnaps Harold, Sam, Vance, Cody, and George. Reese wakes up, patched up as the group makes a plan to go rescue them. However, they do not know where Luke took them. The group decides to rest by taking refuge upstairs while Martin stays downstairs. The episode ends as it is revealed to the audience that Martin has been bit. Season 3, Episode 6, Interrogation. The episode begins as it is revealed that everyone Luke kidnapped are now in cells in a prison as a surgeon patches up Vance. Luke interrogates Harold, wanting more information on him and the house. Then, after Harold hardly budged, only revealing he was a scientist, Luke goes to Sam and beats him to find out who the doctor is. Then, in Luke's rage, it is revealed that he knows of Harold's experiments and that Harold has been working on a cure for the Walker virus. The episode ends as Luke leaves Sam's cell. Fun fact about this episode, the prison that Luke is using as his base is the same prison that Brock was the leader of, and the same prison Reese escaped from all the way back in Season 1. Episode 7, Untold Stories. The episode begins as Reese explains his entire history to the group. This history including Luke in the skyscraper, Adam's death, everything he did in the city, and the farm. Martin reveals that he is bit. The episode ends as Reese and the group head downstairs to devise a plan of attack. Season 3, Episode 8, Hunting Luke. The episode begins as Reese, Martin, Dominic, and Danny devise a plan to go rescue the remainder of the group. Meanwhile, Cam sets a trap for Luke. Luke falls for the trap, giving Cam a clean shot on Luke and his men. However, Cam misses Luke and hits one of his men instead, causing them all to retreat. Cam decides to follow them. Back at the house, the rest of the group sets out to go find Cameron. Meanwhile, at the prison, Larson lets Cody out of his cell and gives him clothing and a gun, telling him to escape. The episode ends as Cam scopes in on the prison, discovering Cody is escaping. Season 3, Episode 9, Who's In? The episode begins as Cam and Cody meet outside of the prison. Cam tells Cody to return to the house as Cam prepares to break into the prison on his own. Reese and the group are camping out in the woods as Dominic discovers Cam's tracks. While they are about to go to sleep, Cody comes across the campsite, reuniting with Reese. The episode ends as morning comes, allowing for the group to set out for the prison and save their friends. Season 3, Episode 10, Screwed. The episode begins as Cody leads the group through the woods to the prison. Eventually, they get to a wall with a ladder and climb up it. The group does their best as they sneak across the top balcony of the prison, trying to get to the door on the other side. They succeed as they get through the door, beginning a firefight with a good amount of guards. Reese is able to kill all the guards, most with his gun, but one with his axe. The group then storms the main area of the prison, only to realize that they stumbled right into a trap. Luke comes face to face with Reese, as Luke's men force the entire group onto their knees, bringing out the prisoners as well. It is revealed that Luke knew they were coming as Cam had been caught trying to sneak in. Luke then asks every single person in the group what they think is their specialty when it comes to jobs they could do. Suddenly, a guard reveals to Luke that Martin is bit. Luke asks Reese how long, and Reese replies with 3 days. Luke, then without any hesitation, shoots Martin in the head. Rest in peace, Martin. The season ends as Luke orders his men to take Reese and the group to their cells. What did you guys think of Season 3 of The Crafting Dead? Were you surprised by the entire group being captured and Martin's death? Did this season, especially the finale, make you excited for Season 4? Tell me in the comments below. Now you can either go watch the entire 3rd season by clicking the link in the description, or you can even watch ahead for Season 4 as well. Or you can just wait until the recap next week to find out what happens next. Either way, I don't care. But yeah, anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode of the Crafting Dead Recaps. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more Crafting Dead Recaps. Also make sure to turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. And yeah, I will see you guys again soon. Thanks so much for watching, and of course, a game on. Bye!